so glad to have you here, our Storey Spartans. Come on in. Let's get ready for the new year. We are so excited to have you back as our Spartans. We know this year of distance learning is going to be a little bit different. We have so many exciting things ready for you. Our teachers are ready, our office is ready, and I can't wait to share what we have going on. Please follow me. I want to introduce you to our amazing office staff that will be supporting you this year.
Hi, I'm Gracie Vasquez, your office manager, here to help you with all your needs.
I'm Letitia Mendez, the office assistant. I'm here full-time.
Hi, and I'm Jackie Rodriguez. I'm the homeschool liaison.
And
welcome
to Storey.
Go. And now that you've met our amazing office staff, I want to reintroduce to you our and my administrative team that you'll be working with this year.
Hi Spartan families, it's so good to see you again. It's Mrs. Valdez. I'm looking forward to a wonderful year. I know it's a little different this year, but we are going to get through this, and I'm so happy to be back with all of you and your wonderful children, and I look forward to seeing you at meal distribution every morning, and let's have a great year.
And now let me introduce you to our amazing new addition to our administrative team.
Hi Storey families, I'm Sarah Casada. I'm a new vice principal here at Storey Elementary School. I'm super excited to be one of the very new Spartans, and I look forward to meeting and seeing everybody here on campus eventually. At least in the mornings, I'll be there to greet everybody. Good to see you.
Hello families and friends, welcome back Spartans. As I mentioned earlier, we normally have our back to school night, and I get to introduce all of our staff. When we have our back to school night with teachers next week, you will get lots of information from them as well. But I wanted to take a moment right now and share with you all of our teachers that are here that are going to be ready to support you and start this exciting year. So, getting to know one another, welcome back Storey Spartan. So to start with, I want to introduce our administration. As you know, my name is Mrs. Shirley and I am your principal, but I also want to introduce to you our two supporting vice principals, Mrs. Valdez and Mrs. Quesada. Mrs. Grant got a promotion over the summer and she is now the principal at Wilson. We're very proud of her, but we want to welcome Mrs. Quesada for joining our Storey Spartans. Our office staff that will be here every day to support you is our office manager, Mrs. Vasquez. Our office assistants and attendants is Ms. Mendez, along with our homeschool liaison, Mrs. Rodriguez, and our school nurse, Mrs. Alexander. They're an amazing support staff, and please call them anytime to get your questions answered. For our preschool and our transitional kindergarten, I want to introduce our team. We have Mrs. Chang, Mrs. DeCiccio, Mrs. Douglas, Mrs. Madden, and we're welcoming back Mrs. Valdez. We're so glad to have such an amazing team for our preschool and transitional kindergarten team. In kindergarten, we have Mrs. Avakian, Mrs. Lusk, Mrs. Ratchford, Mrs. Sullivan, Mrs. Zhang, and Mrs. Zamora. They are so excited about this upcoming year, and I know you just have a fabulous team that will be working with your kids. You're very fortunate as we are as well. In first grade, we have an amazing team. We have Mrs. Flynn, Mrs. Forcella, Mrs. Herr, Mrs. Hernandez, Mrs. Mastro, and Mrs. Civilai. Mrs. Mastro was third grade last year, and she is joining the first grade team. So she's not new to Storey, but she's new to our first grade team, and we're excited to have her with this first grade tremendous team. In second grade, we want to say you're going to have a wonderful year with this team as well. We have Mrs. Fang, Mrs. Gomez, Mrs. Forcella, Mrs. Lavanino, Mrs. Krebsbach, and Mrs. Yamamoto. In third grade, you will see we have Mrs. Bell, Mrs. Falk, Mrs. Holloway, welcoming back Mrs. Medina, Mrs. Vang, and Mrs. Viveros. All these teams have been eagerly waiting to support your kids and are excited to start this new adventure. In fourth grade, we have Mrs. Chavez, Mrs. Cordova, Mr. Cuevas, Mrs. DeRoe, Mrs. Medina, and Mrs. Presswood, who was formerly our sixth grade teacher, is now joining our fourth grade team. In 5th grade, we have Mrs. Cruz, Mrs. Franco, Mrs. Frank, Mrs. Ramirez, Mr. Sasso, and joining our 5th grade team, our former 6th grade teacher is Mrs. Vivanco. And they've been working really hard and are excited as well. And in 6th grade, we have Mr. Duro, Mrs. Gallardo, Mrs. Perales, Mrs. Pitcher, and Mrs. Ramirez. We want to welcome Mrs. Gallardo to our 6th grade team, as she was 4th grade last year, and she has moved up to 6th grade to be a part of this team. And to round off the staff that will be here for you, and these are just some of the people that support your kids every day, we do have some important support staff I want to point out. Our school psychologist, Mrs. Lee, our school pathologist, Ms. Stanton, our RSP teachers, Mrs. Biesla and Mrs. Chem, our 2 intervention teachers, Mrs. Summers and Mrs. Anderson, as well as our teacher on special assignment, Mr. Riel, for intervention and tech support. He will also be providing some parent training sessions coming up in the near future for parents that want to learn how to access some of these online resources. So parents, I just want to take a minute and introduce to you this tremendous staff, and I can't wait for as we begin our year.
And parents, now you've just met our wonderful, amazing staff that will be working with you for this upcoming year. We're so excited about that. I want to take a moment now and share with you some expectations for what our procedures and our routines will be during this virtual time. So get ready, and here we go with some more information about this upcoming year.
And now I'd like to share with you some information about our distance learning as we come back to school. Meal distribution will be here at Storey Elementary, and it started this morning. Breakfast and lunch packets will be able to be picked up here at Storey Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. daily. Once again, you will be able to pick up in the morning both a breakfast and a lunch packet. We will be using this process as a drive-through process like we do at dismissal time. So what we'll say is you do not need to get out of your cars. We want to keep the process going, but we ask that you please make a right turn when you exit out of the bus lane because we need to keep the traffic flowing in the morning. We will also be following this COVID safety guidelines with our masks on and our gloves to keep everyone safe at this time. Material distribution is Tuesday, which is tomorrow. This is really an important time and an exciting time because this is going to be the one opportunity that our teachers and students get to be in actual physical space together for a short amount of time until the COVID restrictions are lifted. But we hope that everyone can come. So what it is going to be is students will have the opportunity to come to school tomorrow, Tuesday 18th, between 9 and 11 a.m. They will walk directly to their child's teacher's classroom, and you will be able to pick up textbooks and supplies and workbooks for this upcoming year. There will also be included this time will be the first day packets, which I will be talking about all the contents inside that in a minute, but you will be receiving your child's first day packet at that time as well. During this time, it is very important that I share with you that you will not be able to go into the classroom because of safety and protection guidelines, and we have to promote the 6 feet social distancing, and you must wear your mask. But the teachers will be at the door, and you will be able to see them and say hi and know who you'll be with for the rest of the year. As for our daily schedule on distance learning, I know many of you are wondering, how is our day going to look? You've probably seen online already the way the instructional day will lay out. 8 to 9 every day is like a prep time, which is going to have some benefits with it that I will be sharing in a later slide. But because meal distribution is also from 7 to 9, instruction does not start until 9 a.m. This also gives you a time to get everyone ready and prepared and get the day started. So our instructional block will be from 9 to 2 p.m. for our 1st through 6th graders, and our kindergartners, as we know, have that shorter day. But the teachers will also be conveying with you at our back to school night on August 27th about all the parameters and everything that will be happening during this instructional day. We want to share with you that I know when we shut down in March, we had this feeling about distance learning, but that was just actually we're trying to do the best we could in a crisis situation, and now we are really ready for this distance learning opportunity. So during this instructional day, your child will be involved in language arts, mathematics, ELD, and there will be some enrichment and PE involved as well. So please look at the schedule, and also, like I said, your teachers will be sharing more information with you about what is happening in each instructional block at our back to school night on the 27th, which will be virtual as well. So in the first day packet that I mentioned that you would be picking up with your materials, your child will have in that packet, it will have 2 emergency cards, the district calendar, notification of regards expulsion, annual parent student notification consent forms, along with the student textbook rules. You're going to have a great flyer with all of our social media links, as well as the strategic plan that the district has provided for reopening of schools for 2020-21. This is the document that you will also be able to find the hard copy of the daily schedule. The daily schedule is posted on both the district website and the Storey website. However, many of us do still like to have that hard copy. There will also be the Storey handbook and the parent student notification. You will note on here that I have the things highlighted in yellow that you will need to return, but I have also included in that packet a little flyer for you to go back and say exactly what do I need to return. It'll be listed for you so you can check off what you need. You will be returning these items to school during your morning drop-off for when you pick up your meal distribution. If you're unable to come during meal distribution, I know we're not having traffic inside the office, but we will have a basket where you could drop off the envelope quickly and leave throughout the day. Please be sure to put all these items back inside the envelope, as we have put a label across the top that includes your child's name and grade level, so that way we have all that and we can separate a lot easier and get that to the teacher as we need it. Once again, the 2 emergency cards are needed, one for the classroom teacher and one for the office as well. I shared with you earlier that I was going to explain the 8 to 9 block during the instructional day and what the significance was of this. On Monday, from now on, the teachers will post on Monday morning what the weekly schedule of lessons and assignments will be. This way you will be able to log on to the teams with your child, see what is expected of them throughout the week, and you can monitor and support and make sure they're completing their assignments that need to be taken care of. It also gives you a timeline and a frame of what will be happening. On Tuesday and Thursday, teachers will be involved during that 8 to 9 block with either professional learning or with their planning time with their grade level. So they're not accessible during that time because they will be using that time to continue to develop lessons for your children as we move forward. However, a nice thing about this is Monday and Friday is going to be what we're going to call office hours. If you have questions, you're not positive, you can log on with the teacher at that time, and they'll be online with you and be able to answer any questions you have on Wednesday through Friday. So let me restate. Monday is teachers posting all of the assignments and the lessons for the week. Tuesday and Thursday, the teachers have their professional learning or grade level planning time. Wednesday and Friday is the teacher's office hours. Does not mean you're limited to, that's the only time you can talk to them. Of course not. You can email them, they'll get back to you. If they have time in the afternoon, they can get back to you. But we just want to know that if you just want to jump on real quick and get a question answered, they will be available Wednesday and Friday morning. Also, don't forget, parents, you can contact the office anytime. They are open from 8 to 4 every day, and they will also get those questions out to who needs to respond to you so we can support you through this. The number is 253-6530. So please reach out to us at any time. Now, technology needs. Hopefully by now you all have your laptops or tablets for your students. However, we know that there's still some need for it, and we want to support you. And there might be some technical supports that you need along the way. So, our tech department has now named the Family Learning and Tech Support Team. So we call them FLATs. So when you call, if you hear me say the word FLAT, it's about our tech department. This number that you will be calling, if you have not received, is where you need to contact to get a laptop or a tablet. They have distribution of tablets. If something is broken or is not working, this is also where you will go. Resetting passwords. Also, our office can support you with that as well. But also providing support as you need for any technical difficulties. So right now, you're going to be able to request any technology device through 457-3939. And once again, 457-3939. However, I do know that number is very busy as people are still trying to get their tech supports. And the district is working very quickly to get those out. They have added a link on our district website that you can go right on, and it's available for you just to click on it. At the very bottom, it says request of tech support or hotspot. So you go on, and it's like a 5-question survey. Boom, boom, boom. You put your information, and you can get it very quickly. So you can either call the number, and sometimes it is very busy, or you can go to the district website and request a device. And parents, I also want to remind you, we've always said that Atlas updates are extremely important. Well, during this virtual distance learning time, it can't be even more stressed. We must have the correct emails and phone numbers from you so that way we can be in contact with you at all times. So if you have to change your email or phone number throughout this year, we ask that you automatically go back into Atlas and update it on our Atlas portal, but then also contact the teacher and let them know as well so we can continue to have that ongoing communication. I do know that some of us say, I'm not sure how to use this, I don't know how to get on, I'm not sure what to do. I do want to let you know that after we get through these first couple weeks, we are going to be providing opportunities for parents to sign up for some training support from our Mr. Rial. He is going to be offering some sessions which you'll be able to sign up for, and that information will be coming out. But we will give you technology support along the way for parents too. But I just want to, again, restate, it is so important that you keep your information up to date so we're always in contact during this time. Also, we want to share that we have many ways of communication that we've built in the last few months because we want to stay connected with all of you and we want you to know what's going on here. Because even though we're through distance learning, we are still going to have some amazing things going on. And we're going to make sure that our kids still know that this is their school. Whether you have to be in your own home right now, we are going to make this a wonderful, terrific, amazing year. So parents, what we're asking, there are many ways that you can stay in touch with us. So we're asking you to do our social media. We have our Facebook page, we have our Instagram, and we also have our Twitter account, along with following us on our Storey website. So parents, please go on those. And I will also be giving you your Sunday school messenger. I know you get tired of my voice every Sunday night, but I will continue to provide those as well, as long as we're going to try to start opening up some coffee hours in the morning, which will just be an opportunity for you to get clarification on what the Sunday messages were about as well, to support you as we move forward. So again, look for us on our social media connections because we have a lot of great things happening here at Storey. Our Spartans are one of a kind. So everyone, I just want to say thank you for listening to that. I know we are here. If you have questions, like I said before, make sure you email or call us, and we will support you as the best we can, and we will get through this together. As always, hashtag we are Spartan Strong, and we're in this together, and I couldn't be in a better place, and I'm so happy to be here with every single one of you. So thank you for all this informational time, and I'll see you in a bit.
Once again, I'm Mrs. Shirley, and I'm honored to be here with all of you again this school year. We all know that this year will look a little bit different than the past. However, I want to reassure you that we still have a tremendous staff and teachers that are ready to take care of you and your child this year. Please reach out to us at any time if you have any questions or in need of support. Also, thank you for being with us and joining us today as we started to launch our school year. After this session, Crazy Karen will be holding a virtual back-to-school assembly for all of our Spartans. So you will close down this link and you will be able to go to our back-to-school assembly for kids. Thank you again, and we are so excited about this upcoming school year. We hope to see you tomorrow at our material distribution from 9 to 11, and want to remind you all, stay safe, Spartans. We love you and we're excited about this year. Goodbye.